Hi, this is James Melendez, James, a wine guy, here to share this domain with you today. So this domain, I have two examples of their wines, founded by George Skouras. Now, founded in 1966, he established this domain and was the first to blend Ayurvedico and Cabernet Sauvignon in his Megas Almost wine. So I believe that, if I'm correct on that, that is about a 90% Ayurvedico to 10% Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a great expression when you think about it. It is the lead varietal is the indigenous varietal, and it's welcoming in, shall we say, at a very, very small percentage, the Cabernet Sauvignon, the international varietal. And it's a really great blending. I've heard good things about it. I haven't tasted it myself, but I will. So we have two examples here. This is the Grand Cuvée, and this is 100% Ayurvedico. And we have another example of an indigenous varietal. This is the Moscafelero. And so I look forward to tasting this wine. You can see it's not open yet, but it will be soon because I love tasting wine. Who doesn't? But for me, this is a really great representation of the 6 wines he produces, 1 rosé and 8 red wines. So I just think it's really fascinating when you think about it, that in around, say, the mid-60s, of blending these two, the international to the indigenous together and coming up with this great blend. I think it's a really, first of all, it's a sense of certainty. You're certain in your winemaking capabilities. And if it wasn't a good thing, then it wouldn't be done. It wouldn't be something that people would actually be buying over a period of time, let alone producing. So he produces a Viognier, a Chardonnay, the Moscafeleros we have here, a rosé from Ayurvedico. Does 2 Ayurvedicos in addition to this one. He also does a Cabernet Sauvignon, a Merlot, a Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, and Ayurvedico. So that is consisting of most of his wines that he is producing. So a greater sense of this is just the world that it is to Greece, and Greece as it is on the world in terms of the international set and the indigenous set. For me, it's a great way of talking about wine, celebrating the tradition of Greek wines. And I think that is a really amazing thing when we think of where we live today in this modern time, though it may not feel like a historically great time. But I also don't want to date this video so much that somebody's going to say, wow, in 2012 they were talking about, they were obsessed with the economy. But I think ultimately what I'm going back to, not really going back to the E word, is just talking about we're in a great wine time. The wine time that we are in is about the great quality of wines. Indigenous varietals that have survived and will continue to survive because we are talking about them, because we have social medias to make interest in these wines. And that is the beauty of wine today, that we probably have had maybe a few thousand varietals that just disappeared for a variety of reasons because nobody knew about them or nobody made the characteristic difference that maybe that particular small hectare or plot of vineyards was special. But now we have a lot more knowledge than we've ever had before. So with that comes some great wines. Here we go. So for more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salud.